Today we're going to be drinking a bottle from Beaujolais, a Moulin à vent. So it's a specific appellation inside Beaujolais. It's called Coeur de Terroirs. It's one of the bottlings by the LaBruyère family, who has some high quality vintages and bottlings in Beaujolais, and over the last 200 years they've also expanded in Burgundy, in the south of France, in Bordeaux I think as well, and in some other areas. I will just speak a few words about Beaujolais first in general. You know, this area developed a pretty bad reputation at the turn of the century because of all the push for increasing the quantity and the sales and the volumes, and the quality suffered quite a bit, and it became that sort of party wine that was cheap and not very good. They've made a lot of efforts since to increase the quality both of the Beaujolais Nouveau and Beaujolais Village, which are the base entries, which have been quite really good and just a pleasure to drink in November, December. And also these old labels that basically have been good all along, but now are attracting more attention. Anyway, so this is Moulin à vent, Coeur de Terroirs, 2015, which is now starting to open up. I've had some of it yesterday. I'm going to pour it, and then I'm just going to make a few comments. One thing on the bouquet, and that was true yesterday too, it's sort of a little fuzzy. I mean, it's sort of maybe more of a mushroomy, wet mushroom. Doesn't sound good, I know, but it's a little bit disappointing. But I think it's not unpleasant. It's just sort of give you this notion of, you know, from the earth kind of emotion. And then the color is what I find just amazing. I mean, if you can see the color, it's not necessarily black. It's just very red. This really deep, dark red. It's not brick. It's not burgundy. It's not, you know, violet. It's just red. And I think some of that you can go back into the understanding of the terroir in Moulin à vent, where the famous windmill is it's very rich in magnesium and quartz. And it turns out that magnesium is actually very toxic for the vines. So it reduces the yield dramatically. And as a result, you have grapes that are much more concentrated, and you can feel it, you can see it in the color, and I think you're going to see it in the taste when we take a sip of this. It's got a lot of class. It's not something, you know, it's got breeding. It's got this thing where it seems to be well balanced. It's very high alcohol, but you don't feel it. It's 15% alcohol, but the tannin, and very tannic, but they're very, very soft. So nothing really grabs you. There's no sharpness there. It's just a velvety, feel in your mouth. But at the same time, it's strong, so you feel like you can have it with something, again, maybe from the woods, maybe a piece of, like a saucisson, some boar, or a soup au champignon, a mushroom, a wild mushroom soup that kind of goes with the impression you got at the beginning with the bouquet. And then we're looking at this really strong, almost blood-like color, and then going on with a taste that is compelling without being fruity and without being really too alcoholic. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it too. If you can find one, they're sometimes hard to find in the US.